say a word about the cake. So there's a little story behind the cake. Joe and Hap are going to go to Wales on a little vacation in a week or so. And so Joe and Hap went to the library in Eden, Utah, and asked the library for books on whales. She got like a stack of books on whales. And so the cake says whales or bust, and that's and it was made by Holly Steele and made the cake. So a little hand for Holly. I actually have written down some notes of things that I want to say because I don't want to miss anything. I want you to know that Joe started at Bangkok Bagley as a paralegal in 1979. And so I have worked day in, day out with Joe for over 32 years. I can imagine that. Before, and I've been putting up with this for 30 years. Before she came to Bangkok Bagley, she was in fact a paralegal at a law firm in Marshall, Texas. But before that, she held a number of jobs, among which was that she was a trash collector in Meadow, Texas. She was a garbage woman. And then she ended up at Bangkok Bagley on our doorstep in 1979, and so we worked together for when a group of us left in 1998 to go from Bangkok Bagley to Snell and Wilmer. I see Brad, I see Brian, I see Todd, I see Kay and others, Christy Kierstead and Christy Black, and all of us, when we left to make that change, it would have been unthinkable for us not to bring Joe, except that was not the choice. It was actually Joe's move, and it would have been unthinkable for her not to take us. And we are grateful that you did that, so thank you very much. The move was notable. It was actually Hap who said that Snell and Wilmer sounds an awful lot like Smell My Wilmer. I don't know where that came from. I may have said okay, so I did the Smell My Wilmer thing. I want to talk for a moment about Joe's qualities as a paralegal. She is intensely resourceful. And those of you who have worked with Joe or who have ever asked her to solve a problem, you know what I mean, especially if it involves persuading a person to do something, or if it involves obtaining secret information. Joe is intensely resourceful. She will find a way to do whatever she needs. She is extremely detail-oriented, and I mean that. I just really appreciated the level of detail that she's gotten to and the accuracy of almost everything that she does. Now and then a significant error. And perhaps most importantly, she's a person who gets along with everybody. I mean, we try cases together. And if there ever was a friend to all court clerks everywhere, it was Joe Stevens. She endears herself to people in all sorts of offices, in all sorts of nooks and crannies of state government and federal government, and I appreciate that. It's really nice. There's another thing that you may not know about Joe. We have Jency Anderson, Katie Monroe here from the Rocky Mountain Innocence Center, and she's been an important person in the innocence work in this community. She did an enormous amount of work for a gentleman by the name of Adrian Gordon, whose case is now before the 3rd District Court. And if it hadn't been for the kind of dogged detective work that Joe did over a period of years, that case never would have been brought to court. So it's not something for which she ever got paid, and it's something that is extraordinary, I think, among paralegals in this community. So thank you, Joe. But the final thing I want to say about Joe is just on a personal basis. Joe has a lot of good qualities. She's easy to get along with. She's fun. She's funny. But mostly she is candid. And that's probably the thing that I've appreciated most about her. She is not brown-nosed. I mean, that is not in her lexicon. She will tell you the unvarnished truth, whether you want to hear it or not, and she gives you that smile. She'll tell you that. That's something that I appreciate. So, Joe, we will miss you intensely. Now, there were many people who clamored for an opportunity to say a few words. So we reduced it to just a few. And Amber Medler, where's Amber? Go.